2 years after breaking up with Ethan Miller, my lung cancer had finally entered its final stage. In the last days of my life, I dragged my aching body alone to Lake Teso. Years ago, we promised that we would come here on the 999th day of our love. But in the end, I was the only one who kept the promise. The doctor's calls kept urging me to return for chemotherapy. I silenced the phone and buried the pendant Ethan gave me by the lakeshore. Ethan, this is the last time I will think of you. Maybe there won't be another chance. The moment I finished speaking, blood gushed from my nose, soaking the cold sand. Just then, a voice I had longed to hear for 3 years rang out behind me. "Hey, can you take a picture of me and my girlfriend?" My heart stopped. Quickly wiping the blood, I turned around. Ethan Miller was standing right there. The moment his eyes met mine, his pupils violently contracted, stunned into silence. "Ethan, do you know her?" The girl beside him asked curiously, looping her arm through his. Ethan rigidly tore his gaze away from me, pulling the girl into his arms. His voice was as cold as the wind on the Teso Plateau. "No, I don't." I managed a bitter smile. My heart felt pierced by 1,000 needles, aching so badly I couldn't breathe. Before I could compose myself, Ethan shoved the camera into my hand. "Are you going to take the picture or not?" "We have to go." The girl, feeling he was too rude, offered an apologetic smile. "I'm sorry, sis. He's a little grumpy. Don't take it personally." She turned to him, her voice laced with a spoiled reproach. "Mom said this trip was for us to bond. She specifically asked for a photo. I know you're upset, but you don't have to be so cold to strangers." Referring to his mother, she added softly to me, "Don't worry, we'll pay for your time. Sorry for the trouble." Ethan frowned, his voice icy. "Chloe, why are you telling her so much?" Hearing that name, my head buzzed. So she was Chloe Smith, the girl Ethan's mother had destined to be her future daughter-in-law 2 years ago. I remembered hearing his mother on the phone then. The future daughter-in-law of the Miller family must be a go-getter like Chloe. What can a girl who runs a cheap BBQ joint do for our family? Trying to climb the social ladder? How shameless. Ethan stayed silent for a long time before replying, "Mom, I know. I'll listen to the family and marry someone who makes everyone happy." I hadn't realized they had become a couple so quickly. I felt like I was being torn apart, the pain so intense I could barely stand. Faintly, I took the camera. I raised it. In the frame, Ethan had his arm around Chloe's shoulder, his eyes tender. She leaned against his chest, her smile sweet and radiant like the high plateau sun. As I pressed the shutter, tears welled up and spilled over, blurring my vision. Chloe happily took the camera back, engrossed in the photo, completely oblivious to my distress. Ethan stepped closer, his voice low and chilling.